All right. It's about 9 o'clock at night. I've had a few beers, nice, and I've had a brainwave out of nowhere. So, this is V1.0, what I drew today in the office before I left. Okay. This utilizes the larger, more expensive version of the Taurus with 4 inputs / host connections. All right. Liam said he didn't want to keep an Extron switcher in front of the Taurus. He wanted to connect each of the 4 HDMI sources directly to it, take out the Extron switcher. Okay, we can do that, but we've got to use some kind of HDMI to USB-C cable that we're going to have to find on maybe Amazon that won't pass USB, and we've got to set this thing on that input, that USB-C input, to work in this special display port emulated mode sort of thing, right? Same for this, and we've got to be able to switch that towards input between modes. This is a recipe for fucking disaster, right? So, boom. Now this version of the Taurus, it's the cheaper one, right? It only needs the 2 USB and HDMI inputs for 2 computers, right? So we go through an Extron SW4 4K HD, whatever the fucking model is now, a cable, a HDMI lead at the table for the laptop, into a TX, through a CAT into an RX, behind the display, HDMI into the Extron SW4. ClickShare behind the display, HDMI into the SW4. None of these are we have to find HDMI to USB-C cables. Fuck that, right? Client PC, HDMI into the SW4, HDMI out of that into the Taurus. Now, we don't set this for auto switch. No, we control this through the RMC4, a control processor we're installing. It's just switch inputs, simple, reliable, we know it. USB, right? From the client PC to the Taurus, switching USB hub, right? With none of this managing modes and settings and fucking all this fucking adapters and shit. No. Now we're just switching USB hub Taurus between this PC and this PC. All other inputs are just HDMI. Simple as, right? So, either way, we need to take apart as such the Crestron Flex system assembly, right? We need to rearrange it, reconnect it as such. So the UCPR and the HD Conv USB, we need to not leave it the way it is, right? So the UCPR just becomes a HDMI capture device for the M2R NUC. That's it. All right. So HDMI out of this. So when this is being used as the computer, as the host, when we're in M2R mode, this HDMI is being sent out to the displays, and this USB is connecting to the peripherals, the camera and the audio interface, right? And these 3 selectable sources, laptop, ClickShare, and client PC, we can choose any one through the Extron SW4, send it into the UCPR, which sends it over CAT to the Conv USB. These act as a pair. You have to use this as the front end and this is the back end. And it, over USB, gives you your content input. Simples, right? So, when this is in use, we disable the USB port for the client PC because this one is enabled, right? This one is in use. We're only taking HDMI out of this. This USB is off. When we switch over to this as the host computer, the client PC, we get this USB connecting this computer to the audio interface, and the camera, right? And its HDMI output, its own HDMI output on the same connector or the same input as such, is switched into the displays. Boom. This actually simplifies that considerably. Considerably. Right? Boom. That's the way to go. Believe. Out.